on the screen right now is the website we went to get the prompts that we then used for the monsters you're going to see.
Randomly generated monsters!
Yeah. It said body, head, all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
So you're going to start.
Ooh, my Spikapede.
Yeah.
So I don't remember the list specifically. I know it's a quadruped. It rolls like its locomotion was rolling. So based on that, I was just like, all right, I'll make a non-centipede centipede. It also had like venom was part of it. I'm forgetting a lot of the prompts.
There was something about glowing, something that was...
Oh, bioluminescent.
Yeah.
That one, you'll see it when it gets to the color layer, but I tried to make it imitate the look of Black Emperor scorpions under blacklight. Because they look really neat under blacklight.
I like those little teeth.
Yeah. So, put it on the wrong layer, fix it.
The skull shape is cool, too.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the shapes in this one.
I'm fairly proud of my ability to draw insects. So...
Monstrous insects,
kinda,
especially.
Yeah, he's kind of earwiggy because I made the front the same as the back.
Yeah.
I figure that's part of the defensive mechanism.
Peachy.
Yeah.
Little pinchers.
Yeah. You don't know if he's coming or going.
The legs.
I base the feet off of like tarantula feet because they have little spikes
And toes.
and little furry toes.
Yeah.
So it was hard to really get into the detail of it because, like, you really only see it under a microscope. Otherwise, it just looks like, rounded.
Yeah.
They tried to give them little tarantula toes.
I like the tarantula toes. I like the underbelly, too. It's almost snake-like.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Because it roly-polies up, so...
It has to fold.
Yeah. So it's got a very soft underbelly, but a very hard outer carapace.
He's a tough cookie.
He is.
I want to make a bench that looks like this creature. Like, out of wood and metal, and just make it, like...
It does look a bit like the Scorpion gaming chair.
Yeah, which I love.
Unironically would use the Scorpion gaming chair.
Yeah, so I want this as a bench. To just have in our home, or in our garden.
Doing my blobs of color.
Yeah.
Tried to stay away from, even on the line art, tried to stay away from, like, black.
Yeah, it's just like a dark blue.
Yeah, it's like purples and blues. I add a little green in later.
I like that.
It makes it look very nighttime.
I tried to do that with shading, too.
And glowing eyes was another
Yeah.
thing. So I had to make sure the eyes are, like, the brightest part of it. Where everything else is, like, this muted color.
Yeah. So it's bioluminescent and the glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Two separate
glows.
Yeah. So that's already a different...
Yeah, give it some layers of color.
Yeah. This is a neat way to kind of do basic shading, too. To just have each part be slightly darker and darker as it's going down.
Yeah.
Which I do appreciate. I do love the toes.
Little toes. Got
Yeah.
little toes.
He's still intimidating, though.
And then we did yeah.
The mandibles on the front, like, I'm wondering how his head opens. I would like to see him chomping on something.
I think probably the mandibles can spread out, but otherwise they're protecting the soft parts. Like you have to get through the spikes to get in, but he can like widen them if he needs to lean in on something. Yeah, I found a nice pattern brush for this, and it was just basically basically polka dotting everything.
Yeah, I like that. I like the texture of
it. Gives it a nice texture, and also like it really does look like the bioluminescent scorpion. I'm very happy with the texture of everything.
I was gonna say like wallpaper, but that's not really what I mean.
Yeah.
Though it is pleasant. Like I would paint my wall to look the way his skin looks.
Yeah, it's a nice pattern.
Skin isn't the right word to use, but
sure, a cheetah will eat you, but they're still pretty.
What word am I looking for that's not skin? Just shell?
Carapace, shell, exoskeleton.
Carapace. Exoskeleton, yeah, there we go.
I know a lot of words for bug skin because I wanted to be an entomologist at one point in my childhood.
Now you make monsters.
Now I make monsters that are often bugs because I know bugs.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I like the color combinations a lot.
I wanted it on a black background, which is why I didn't want to do blacks, because it's a nighttime creature. There it is, the Spikapede.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to make D&D stat block for him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Put this on Tuscan.
Yeah.
No, I love this thing, and I really want to sit on it.
Maybe it's rideable. Put a saddle on.
It's very rare that I look at a bug and I'm like, yes, I would like to sit on this. Oh no. But yeah, we should put that in the stats. Mine, shocking
Ooh,
polyp.
Shocking polyp.
That was your name. I asked you what to call it.
I forgot that completely.
Yeah,
Oh, you wrote down yours.
I did. Now that I can, like, I don't know how much I actually used. But you can see that we got the body and the skin and the head.
I like how fawn-like it is right now.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make it a lady. That was that was my goal. Is whatever you said to me, I was like, I'm gonna make it have boobs, and I'm gonna make it be like a girl.
Oh,
And I went from there.
bunch of different ears. Yeah, nice.
I did like the teeth. I settled on teeth really fast. Other things are subject to change, and the legs wound up, yeah, sort of fawnish.
Yeah.
And it was, I wanted to do the pokey fingers because part of its whatever defenses, I think, is piston, like, so you can shoot out your limbs.
Oh, okay.
And so my solving for that, at first I thought I was going to do the whole limb that was just a big pointy stick. And then I said, no, what about just the one finger so she can still grab things?
It makes sense.
But
I mean, on crabs, you've got the one war claw
Yeah.
and the one utility claw.
Yeah, exactly. But it did make it so she looks a little silly, I
They
think.
put stink lines on her.
It
Oh,
was, no, it's supposed to be like electricity, 'cause that was another thing. No. No, that makes sense later.
yeah, you'll get to it.
And, yeah, here's where I decide she's just going to be bald, and she's going to be a little bit pointier, have more bits to her.
She doesn't have to conform to your Western standard beauty.
No. She does look like she's trying to tell you something.
She has secrets.
Yeah. She's like, and over here... Which, again, was not really my intention.
I'm the museum guide.
But the finger got worse.
This is a diorama of a woolly mammoth.
Made her neck worse.
Yeah. Just keep breaking her neck.
Yeah, I just keep making her slightly worse and worse and worse. But I wanted the silhouette to be more interesting.
Ooh.
That was a big part of it. And there's that I delete my sketch as I go because it confuses me, I guess. I don't know.
It's getting in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just turn it off. It's not like there's a layer. You can just, like, stick the eyeball on it, it goes away. You have to delete it.
Well, I like to delete it as I go so that I know what I've already
really
done
like
and
the
what I
pattern.
haven't. Thank you. It changes constantly, though, so I hope you like what it winds up.
I like what you're doing with it.
Yeah, because skin stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, defense, shocking skin. That's what the stink lines were supposed to be, was like, how do I show electricity?
I like the musculature.
Thank you.
It looks both, like, soft and very strong.
Yeah, I wanted her to be a little saggy in skin,
Yeah.
but clearly can do some damage.
I would not want to run into this evil Garfield in the woods.
Yeah, she's pointy.
Yeah.
Very pointy. I do like her bald.
Yeah.
Especially because her intelligence, according to what I rolled, is she's not. She is not a thinking creature.
But we also rolled psychic, which
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah, so she... I've decided it means that she can tell what a person is feeling. Like, emotional.
Oh, she's like empathic.
Yeah. But not necessarily that, she's not going to know how to talk to people, nor would she have any interest in doing so.
No good at poker.
No. Because she's an animal. And that's fine. She'll eat you.
Where does she live?
Trees. I've decided she's a forest thing, that's why I've made her
Oh, okay.
green.
With the spiky feet, I figure like mangroves, so she could just walk in the shallows.
Yeah. So I picture her climbing things a lot. Hopping from thing to thing. But she'd be fine in a swamp.
All right.
Yeah.
Just spearing fish with her fingers.
Yeah. And I keep going back in to try to make things darker. Darker and lighter, because she
The
got a
color
little
palette
muddy.
is really good.
I appreciate that. I tried so hard.
Color palette looks really good.
I tried to avoid my usual everything is purple. I do a lot of purple.
The green yellow, that's really good.
Thank you so much. So here's my first thought for tree. And I couldn't figure out how to put her in the tree without it looking awkward, so instead, this is what she's doing. She's just walking along a really ancient tree. And
That works.
it could just as easily be in a swamp, honestly. Now you get to watch me struggle as I try to color this tree.
Trees are rough.
Mm-hmm. Texture-wise and otherwise. I played with a few different brushes to get the texture I wanted.
That's the way I do it, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's layers of brown and then smudge it up.
Yep.
It came out really good.
Thank you so much. I really like this kind of challenge.
Your color and texture has just been real good.
I like
When
this.
you put a shadow down. That's
Yeah.
nice.
I like this kind of challenge a lot because it's saying these are your constrictions. This is what you have to do, but you can do them however you want. So I want to do more things like this. This is me going through every brush, trying to decide what looks like electricity. Also, white versus yellow, and just
Electric eels live in swamps. They're not.
yeah. So that's
Ooh, I like that. You could also use it to sense things.
yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So those are our monsters.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna put the site in the description below so you can click on it and go. And
Draw more monsters.
rock on.
Rock on.